Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I am humbled when I get the opportunity to share poetry in the Tom Woodruff monthly poetry open mic on the first Wednesday of every month from 1 to 3 p.m. Central Standard Time in North Lamar at Half Price Books in Austin. Because I get to be able to share poetry about different topics and different things with different people, and I get to share things from Scars Publications, which means the world to me. Scars Publications is my baby and has run 2 literary magazines for 28 years. Holy cow. and I just pulled a Vincent van Gogh bookmark because I went to the immersive, oh my gosh, and inside the book, I didn't realize that this is the bookmark that I got from the Van Gogh immersive display that was in Austin. My husband got that for me for my birthday. It was very cool. And because of rains, which is hard to fathom, they weren't able to open it until a week and a half after my birthday, but I got this stuff. And then I photographed images of all of the swirling lines that he would use in his work. And I compiled them to become the cover of the cc&d magazine May to August 2021 issue collection book that is titled What If? What If is this collection book that I was hoping to be able to share material from for you in this last reading in honor of the Tom Woodruff Poetry Open Mic community poetry. What If is a title that is based on a piece of accepted writing within the book. Just like magazines, collection books often get titles that are based on accepted writing within the book. There is something in this book that is called What If, and it has nothing to do with Van Gogh or this swirling weird collection of all these different things on this cover. But it seemed like an appropriate title, seemed like an appropriate image, and hopefully you would enjoy reading things from it. If you want to know anything about cc&d magazine, go to scars.tv/ccd. You can then click to links about this book there. You can also find it at Amazon. If you want to go to What If and do cc&d, and you will find this book easily with a lot of people in it, a lot of great poetry, short stories, artwork. I'm going to read to you a couple of poems from the back section of poetry in the book that is titled Falling, and that is the, I believe, 28-year anniversary issue. Cool. And I hope you enjoy these poems. So this first one is a poem that's titled Eternal Never Ending Now, which is also from a title of a book of poetry of my own. yeah, Eternal Never Ending, from Cyberwit Press on the other side of the planet, which has been out for less than a year. So I hope you guys enjoy this poem. It's called Eternal Never Ending Now. We struggle in our worlds, we contend with regular problems, and we look for relief in any way we can. We think a vacation may temporarily assuage how we feel, and it does. And then it's all back to the same old grind, the same never-ending meaninglessness. I know it's hard. I know it seems hopeless. But I want to ask you, can you remember a moment? Can you pause and think of a time in your life, any time, when you felt at peace? It may have seemed a lifetime ago. Maybe it was on a beach at sunset listening to the waves crash. Maybe it was sitting alone at a mountainside watching all the little cars driving along little roads below. Maybe it was jumping into a vat of fresh soybeans when a farmer says to look around the farm and all you can smell is fresh wheat and dew on all the lush green around you. I won't bring up references to bubble baths or baseball games. Just think back to what works for you and remember it. And what I want you to do is find that moment, and you may realize that time then seemed to stand still. There was no past, there was no future, there was just this eternal, never-ending now that didn't end. You don't even remember it ending. It was that complete. So, if you can remember those times, if you can reflect on those times, then know that perfect moment of completeness of wholeness is within you. Find it and know that peace is with you, always. That was the first poem in your installment of Block of Poetry from the Falling section of the cc&d issue collection book, What If? What if? What if we read more poetry? This one is called On This Day, and it was written on June 22nd. On this day, the Romans defeated Macedonia. On this day, the Catholic Church forced Galileo to denounce his heliocentric worldview. On this day, Adolf Hitler made the fatal mistake of attacking his ally, a sleeping giant. On this day, the Bionic Woman was born. On this day, toxic fog from an Icelandic volcano spread past France, leading into their revolution and killing tens of thousands in every European country. On this day, a girl who was so unusual was born, and she just wanted to have fun. On this day, Checkpoint Charlie, the crossing point between East and West Berlin, was dismantled. On this day, one spirit came into existence who would shatter people's minds when it came to deathly illness or racism or sexism. But I still contend that it's just a date. Who cares about the day that people are born? As far as I know, people don't congregate in a hospital with streamers and champagne to celebrate the arrival of someone who has yet to live. So, as I said, why celebrate these occasions? Because it's just a date. It's just a date indeed. This one, the next poem I'm going to share with you, was written on the 23rd of June, which is on the Cold War day the Antarctic Treaty first comes into force. This is called Uncharted Land. We have lived in this uncharted land for millennia. Our whales slide with ease through our southern ocean. Our penguins porpoise through our waters, sharing lichen with the seals basking in the South Pole sun. Only in the past 150 years did you come. And we learned that first thing humans bring is death. You docked ships, slaughtered our whales and for blubber, used blubber for oil, and you thought that we were a never-ending resource. You didn't realize that you brought 12 species here on the brink of extinction, and you still can't see the harm in what you do. So when your two biggest bullies threatened to blow us all of your humanity to extinction, someone realized that they had to draw the line and not use this land for your own selfish, self-destructive needs. Because believe it or not, as you destroy yourselves, you destroy so much more along with you. The first step to spreading peace was the underlying premise of what we represent. Demilitarize it here. Don't allow your antagonism on this land. And the next thing you'll know, you're holding hands, growing together. Ladies and gentlemen, to conserve space, I'm going to do 2 more readings for this. I'm going to split this up and I'm going to share 1 more reading from this book, What If, for you for community poetry. Thank you all so very much, and I look forward to hearing from you very, very soon. Thank you very much.